Kelsey Rose with The Athletic. JB, we talked yesterday about wanting to get Evan involved more offensively. What did you see tonight, especially in the second half?
He was determined, to help us win this game. We know what he's capable of. We believe in him, a lot. And, he was attack-minded, and he went out to prove a point. I think he did that.
When, kind of looking at these first couple of games with him, did you see a little bit of hesitancy there with like that attack-mindedness, or was that just even more so?
You think about it too, and just to be fair, this is his preseason, right? He goes down in training camp, gets one preseason game. It takes people time to catch a rhythm, especially coming back from that injury. So, there was no speculation about his game or talent or ability. We know who Evan is, and we know what he's capable of. We just have to be fair, you know what I mean, and judge him under the right microscope, understanding that he's working his way through his preseason while everybody else is, had that opportunity.
Thank you.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. JB, what did you say to the guys in the locker room at halftime?
I'll let them tell you. I can't repeat it. My mama washed my mouth out with soap.
How do you feel like they responded to said message that would get you in trouble with Mo?
Yeah, I think they responded well. You know what I mean? Like, they took it and they understood it, and there was a fire lit, and I appreciate those guys for them responding.
Was there something specific in the first half that you didn't like about how you guys were playing?
Everything. I don't think we played Cleveland Cavaliers basketball in the first half. Defensively, I didn't like the way we were competing. Things were too easy. I thought we were trying to do too much offensively instead of taking the play that was in front of us. I didn't like our attention to detail. So, all of it.
Thank you.
Danny Cunningham, ESPN Cleveland. JB, I know neither Donovan nor Karras had a great night shooting from the floor, but what did you think of their ability as playmakers tonight, getting others involved?
They have the ability to make people better. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a ton of pressure on them all the time. And they have a really talented cast around them. So because of that, even if their shot's not going, they still have the ability to put people in position to be successful. And we have guys who can get the job done. So they're not a one-dimensional group. You know what I mean? Like, both of those guys have the ability to be more than just scorers, although we know, what they're capable of there.
And how did Dean being in the starting lineup help you guys with space offensively early on?
Well, I think it's that. I think, he's a threat from the three-point line. I think he made, 2 out of 3 in the first half, and a couple of them early. It's just now people respect that, and it gives everybody else an opportunity to move as well.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, Jared had like a 4-minute span there in the third quarter where it was just played like a monster. Is that the most aggressive you've seen him in a while? And just, do you think that rubbed off on the other guys?
Yeah, that's how Jared Allen leads. He's not the most vocal guy, but guys follow his actions, and that's what we've become accustomed to. And he received the message clearly that that's what we needed from him, and there was no answer for him when he decided to go get it done.
And Evan sort of started that when he passed to Jared. Are you seeing more of that Mobley, assist starting to click or something?
Yeah, we just got to, we just got to get him back involved and in rhythm. You watch the guys play pickup in the summer, and it's nothing like NBA basketball. So giving guys an opportunity to play games against other NBA players, catch their rhythm, we know Evan's skill set, and those two guys work really well together.
Spencer Davies, basketballnews.com. Some of the biggest crowd reactions were actually for Howell because of his defense, and he drew a couple offensive fouls. What kind of boost did that guys give you guys there, especially in the fourth when there was some momentum changing?
Yeah, we needed him, and that's who he is. He can be a pest. He can get underneath guys' skin. He can move his feet. He beats guys to spots to take charges. But, that's the grit of this group. right? Like that's where we hang our hat, is going out and try to win the scrap. You know, how do we win the toughness? How do we win in the trenches? And we have to be grittier. We have to be scrappier than everybody else. He personified that tonight.
Evan.
Evan Dameron, right down you. But JB, to go off Marlo's question a little bit, is the big passing between, especially between Evan and Jarrett, something you really want to encourage and accentuate in this offense a bit?
Yeah, we want our bigs to take care of each other. Like, no one understands, you know, the job of a big man and how unheralded that job can be at times than another big man. So we want big guys to look out for each other. You know, obviously it's not a selfish thing, but like when a big has a ball and there's another big open, we need to throw him the ball. You know, we're asking our big guys to do a ton defensively. You know, how they protect the rim, how they rebound the ball. You know, they guard multiple positions. Like offensively, everybody wants to feel a part of it. So, you know, the bigs, you know, work together defensively. We expect the same of them offensively as well.
Chris. JB, we talked to you pregame about Darius and his status. Do you need him to practice before playing?
We need him to get some work in. There's not a lot of time for a full speed practice. You know, we have 100 coaches, you know, on our staff who can kind of recreate, you know, live action. You know, and again, it's a matter of like him being comfortable playing and doing the things that will be necessary. His skill and talent and all those things will work itself out. But, you know what I mean, like being able to see the ball from this side of the floor, like, you know, that's a dangerous thing if he can't. So that's what we have to make sure. And then, like, once that's fine, he'll work his way back into basketball stuff.
When he is back, how does that change what you need from Donovan on a nightly basis, given what you've gotten from Donovan in the first four?
I mean, I just think it takes some of the pressure off of him for sure. You know, he doesn't always have to be the primary ball handler. Sometimes he can be a decoy, and it's a hell of a decoy. You know, sometimes he just goes stand in the corner. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to be involved in everything. So, you know, obviously he's capable of it, but, you know, it would be nice when Darius is back to, like, allow them to ping pong off each other and compete like that and, you know, close games and put them in actions where now defenses have tough decisions to make.